Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're already subscribed, welcome back my friends. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the content. For newcomers, just to summarize, this channel is for all game talk, trailers and more. Though I do have another channel for audio short stories, which I'll be focusing on over time, which is linked in the description below. So, as always, let's jump into today's topic. Every once in a while, a game comes along that doesn't just look promising, it feels like the start of something bigger. A living world, an open city, no paywalls, no gambling disguised as gameplay. That's what Ananta seems to be building, and if it delivers on its promises, it could be one of the biggest surprises in gaming history. This is Ananta, a free-to-play open-world RPG that's already gathered over 10 million players before launch, and might just be the first real competition to GTA 6. What is Ananta? So let's start from the top. What exactly is Ananta? Ananta, formerly known as Project Mugen, is an upcoming free-to-play open-world RPG developed by NetEase and their internal studio, Naked Rain. It's set in a sprawling futuristic metropolis inspired by modern Asian cities, full of life, neon, vertical skyscrapers and hidden corners. The game promises freedom, exploration and a ton of character, literally. You'll be able to switch between multiple playable heroes, each with their own unique abilities, storylines and traversal mechanics. Movement is one of its biggest highlights. You're not limited to cars or running. You can grapple, swing, drive, ride, or even glide through the city. Every trailer so far shows vertical exploration as a key feature, almost like Spider-Man meets Genshin Impact, set in a futuristic city. What makes it different? No gacha, no gambling. Now here's the part that's really turning heads. Ananta is not a gacha game. That's right, no random banners, no character roles, no gambling mechanics. The developers confirmed that all characters will be unlockable through gameplay or story progression. You play the game, you earn your roster. Simple. This is a huge shift away from the common free-to-play model, where progress is often locked behind luck and money. Instead, Ananta's team wants players to focus on the experience, exploring, fighting, and creating their own identity in the world. And let's be honest, that's refreshing. In an industry full of microtransactions and loot boxes, this feels like a small revolution, especially coming from NetEase. Monetization done right. So how does a free-to-play game like this make money without gacha? The answer is surprisingly simple: cosmetics. Ananta's devs have made it clear. Their monetization will focus on aesthetic items, not power. That means clothing, apartment decorations, vehicle skins, and fashion. You can decorate your living space, dress up your character, customize your car, all visual, no advantage. Show examples of in-game apartments, character outfits, and city life clips. Basically, Ananta's philosophy seems to be, you can look how you want, live how you want, and play how you want, without ever being forced to pay for power. That's how you build long-term trust with players. If they keep that promise, this could be a model that reshapes how live service games operate. Features and world design. Now let's talk about what's actually inside the game. A living city, the world is packed with detail. NPCs have routines, environments react dynamically, and the city itself feels alive. Dynamic events, random encounters, side stories, and small interactive moments make the city feel personal. Combat, each character brings their own fighting style and elemental ability, similar to team-based RPGs like Honkai Star Rail, but here it's fully action-based. Exploration. The open world isn't just flat. You can scale skyscrapers, glide across highways, dive off buildings, and discover hidden areas high above or deep below. Multi-platform, Ananta will release on PC, PlayStation 5, and mobile. That's huge. Cross-platform play opens the world to a much wider audience. And here's the kicker. It's already got over 10 million registered players worldwide. That's before an official release date. Why it could compete with GTA 6. Let's be honest, GTA 6 is probably going to dominate headlines when it finally launches, but what if Ananta quietly becomes its biggest rival? Here's why that's not as crazy as it sounds. GTA 6 will likely be a paid premium title with its usual Rockstar polish, but it'll be console-focused and tied to traditional monetization through expansions and online purchases. Ananta, on the other hand, is free, cross-platform, and anime-styled, a combination that opens doors to an entirely different audience. There are millions of anime fans around the world who don't play GTA at all, but they'll absolutely dive into something like Ananta. The anime and stylized game community is massive, passionate, and global, and they spend time and money in the games they love. If Ananta can match even half the open-world freedom of GTA 6 with its own emotional storytelling, customizable lifestyle systems, and multiplayer potential, it could actually compete. Think about it. GTA 6 gives you chaos. Ananta gives you creativity. One's about destruction, the other's about design, style, identity. That's a huge distinction, and it might be enough to pull millions of players in. What they'll sell and why it matters. So let's break down exactly what they're planning to sell. The devs have already teased a few categories of monetization items. Clothing and outfits, from streetwear to high-fashion cyberpunk looks. Vehicle customization, paint jobs, decals, and accessories. Apartment decorations, furniture, art, lighting, plants, even views from your window. Emotes and animations, visual expression items. And all of it is optional. You're not buying to win, you're buying to look cool, to express yourself. Honestly, if they deliver enough variety and frequent content updates, this could be one of the few free-to-play games where people want to spend money. The scale of anime gaming. I think a lot of people underestimate how big anime games have become. Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and Wuthering Waves all prove that the anime-inspired art style isn't a niche anymore. It's mainstream. Now imagine that audience combined with a free-to-play GTA-style open world. That's what Ananta is aiming for. It's not about copying Rockstar. It's about doing something different, something expressive, inclusive, and stylish. It's the same sandbox freedom, but through the lens of anime and community. What we don't know yet? Now, to be fair, there's still a lot we don't know. We don't have an official release date yet. Some sources point to late 2025, others to early 2026. We also don't know how stable the servers will be, how deep the city's systems go, or whether the cosmetic monetization will ever cross into pay-to-win territory. And of course, Rockstar's GTA 6 is a juggernaut. Competing with that brand is tough, but Ananta doesn't need to beat GTA 6. It just needs to exist alongside it. If it delivers solid performance, fun movement, great combat, and keeps its promise of no gacha, it'll win hearts fast. Closing thoughts. So here's the big takeaway. Ananta is shaping up to be one of the most ambitious free-to-play games we've seen in years. An open-world anime experience focused on creativity, freedom, and fairness. It's a world you can live in, not just play through. If it manages to pull off half of what it's promising, the freedom of GTA, the style of anime, and the soul of a true open world, we might be looking at the next major shift in gaming. Maybe, just maybe, the next big open world revolution won't come from Rockstar. It'll come from a free-to-play anime game called Ananta. And that's a story worth watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more updates on Ananta as we get closer to release, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Do you believe a free-to-play anime game can really compete with GTA 6? Or do you think Rockstar still owns the crown? Drop your thoughts below, and until next time, take care of yourself.